In this video, I'm going to show you how to install hardwired smoke detectors with battery backup. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Josh. This channel is all about building your own house, saving a ton of money. So be sure to subscribe, ring that bell so you get notification every time I'm releasing a video, and hammer that like button for me. That's all I ask in return for making this video. So there are several codes when it comes to installing these smoke detectors, so let's get started. If I went through the house and installed all these standard smoke detectors, even though they're hardwired and battery backup, I would still fail the inspection. And the reason why is because I need to install a couple of these smoke detectors along with it, the ones that detect carbon monoxide as well. So let me go over the areas I need to install all these different types of detectors. These are the codes in my area in which carbon monoxide and smoke detectors have to be installed. So these may be way different in your jurisdiction, so always check your local building codes before installing your smoke detectors. So let's go over smoke and carbon monoxide detectors 101. So as already mentioned, they have to be hardwired and battery powered. So I got to have two sources of power in each of the carbon monoxide and smoke detectors. And they also have to be connected using 3-wire daisy chained. So that way, if one goes off, they all go off. And that's very important because it will alert the whole house if there is any carbon monoxide or smoke in just one location. And also the first wire coming up to the first smoke detector is going to be a 2-wire because it's only going to be for power. You don't need a 3-wire for that. So I'll show you that in just a bit. And the next one is one in each bedroom and hallway. So I got to have a smoke detector in each bedroom and hallway. So notice I didn't have carbon monoxide in each bedroom because code here, it just has to be in each hallway. So if you see the next one here, hallway to be a CO and smoke detector. So it's going to be a combination, just like the box I just showed you. So it's going to be able to detect both. So again, in my jurisdiction, that's only in the hallway. And then the next one is there has to be a combination on each level. So if I have a 2-story house, whether there's bedrooms added or not, there's going to have to be a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector in each level. So the hallway, just so we're clear, is only outside of the bedroom. So if there's a hallway that's only connected to like a kitchen and let's say living room, it does not need a smoke detector. So again, the hallway is only for if it's connected to a bedroom. And again, this is just my jurisdiction. So let's get to installing those smoke detectors. I'm going to go over what comes in these packages. So this is a box of 6 of these regular smoke detectors, and this is a single box of the carbon monoxide combo with the smoke detector. So I just wanted to show you that each one comes with a mounting flange here that mounts the actual smoke detector to the ceiling, and then you got your smoke detector, then you got this dust cover that's going to be used to put over after the installation so that way dust doesn't get into the smoke detector and ruin it when the house is under construction. And it also comes with the wiring harness. So let's get to installing this stuff. This is the first smoke detector outlet box to where the power is coming to first. So let's pull these wires down. So here is our wire that is used for power. And then here is our 3-wire that's going over to the next smoke detector. So again, here's for the power, here's the 3-wire going to the next smoke detector. And now what we need to do is go ahead and address these grounds right off the bat. So I already tied these grounds together before. So we don't actually use these grounds. Believe it or not, these smoke detectors are not grounded. So I'm just going to go ahead and tuck these up out of the way for now. The next step is we're going to go ahead and separate the whites, blacks, and reds. So we only got one red because this is the first box. So something like that. And now what we need to do is take our wiring harness. And as you can see, it already has little slits in it to where you can just pull off these ends on the wires. But the red wire actually has an end on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually strip the sheathing off this. All right, I use my wire strippers. So now, as you can see, our wiring harness is ready to go. So now what we need to do is just hold our wires together here. And what I do first is take a pair of linemen's, and then I'll go ahead and twist together these wires to get a good connection. So it'll be something like this. You're going to have a nice looking twist together like that, and now I'm going to do that to the whites. Now what I'm going to do is put the black with the black and go ahead and just kind of start it around the wire here. As you can see, it's kind of pre-twisted together. Then I'll take a wire nut, and this wire nut is rated for this many wires. So that's very important, and they do not come with the smoke detector in this case, which a lot of times they don't. And I'll go ahead and tighten that up as tight as I can get it. Within reason, you don't want to tighten it to where you break it, but to where it's really snug. All right. And now I'm going to take the white and do the same. So these two are what's going to power the smoke detectors, and then this one is what's going to connect all the smoke detectors together in order so they all trip at the same time. So I'm just going to hold this red wire up to this red wire, kind of give it a pre-twist here. I'm going to use a little smaller wire nut on this one, and then we're going to go ahead and twist that together. All right, that looks good. So now we're just going to tuck all these wires back up into this box. Only thing hanging down now is the wiring harness. Now I'm going to take these two screws and install one in each of these holes here on the outlet box. So what I'm going to do is just put them in and let them stick down about 1/4 inch or so. Now I'm going to take this bracket and just put it over into those screws and then slide it to where when you turn it clockwise, it tightens over those drywall screws. So something like that, and it's nice and snug. So now I'm just going to tighten up these screws a little more. You gotta be careful, this flange is just plastic and you can crack it if you tighten it down too hard. Now I'm going to take the smoke detector and plug this wiring harness right into the back of it right here. And then I'm just going to slide it up into the bracket and then twist it clockwise. And as you can see, it's holding it really well. And now I'm not going to activate the smoke detector yet. So, and the reason why is because I'm still doing construction in here. So now what I got to do is put this dust cover over it. And after I move into the house, I'm going to remove this. There is how you do the first one. So now let me show you how to do one in between. Okay, so this is one that's in the middle. So again, the ground already tied together, as you can see right here. So it's going to get put back up into the outlet box or electrical box, either term's fine here. So let's pull out these wires. So as you can see, here is a 3-wire right here. So that's one 3-wire. This is coming from that smoke detector we just wired. So it's right there. And then here is the other 3-wire. Now this 3-wire is going to the next smoke detector. So now let's go ahead and do the same thing that we did to that first one. Let's go ahead and put the reds together, and then the whites together, and then the blacks together. So like this. All right. And now what we're going to do is take the linemen's, and we're just going to twist all of these to make a connection. Take the wiring harness just like on the last one, and instead of using just the little wire nut on the red, now we're going to use the bigger wire nut, and this is because there is an extra wire this time. And then we position all these wires back up into the box. And again, a screw in each hole on the outlet box. Then we take this bracket and we position it over or on those screws like that. Then we just tighten them up. like so. And now we just install the smoke detector like so. Then put our dust cover over it and we're ready to go. The last smoke detector in the run of smoke detectors is just going to have a white wire, a black wire, and a red wire. So all you do is simply hook your wiring harness up as we did to the rest of them, other than you're just going to have that one wire on each color. And if you need to purchase any of these smoke detectors, they are available in my Amazon store. The link is in the description below. And if you need to know how to rough wire the smoke detectors, I made a video about rough wiring a room, which mentions some of the rough wiring for the smoke detectors. And if you want to check out that video, go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think.